Hello. If you're seeing this video, it could be a message for you. Ooh, we've got judgment. Some things could be coming into alignment right now. Look at that. Okay, there could be certain awakenings that are occurring, epiphanies, certain reckonings, but there's a situation that you could be really having difficulty with overlooking or denying. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So somebody could be feeling truly confident and stable within themselves and self-assured, kind of the energy that I'm getting. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like there is greater anticipation within what could be coming into a situation, and we got the King of Wands. There could be a lot of passion within the situation, desire for this. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. Oh, we got two swords right here. So there could be this awareness that there is a major shift or change, a crossroads of sorts. But like I said, with the alignment aspect, somebody could be preparing themselves more intentionally. We have the Page of Pentacles. So there could be somebody preparing themselves to present themselves to others, or initiate with some type of offer. Okay, but we have there's a sense of stability that somebody has when it comes to these changes that are going on. So that's pretty cool. The Three of Cups. There could be third-party dynamics involved, or oh yeah, we got the Eight of Cups. So somebody could be leaving behind different dynamics that are leaving them feeling unfulfilled. Okay, it could be influences, substances, people, whatever. But at this point, somebody's feeling like they are, kind of creating a balance within themselves in order to move more intentionally through this position. Okay, well, there's a lot of cards that are all fluffing out. We got the Four of Wands, or Four of Pentacles. Excuse me. Two of Wands. Okay, so somebody could have really taken the time to go inward and get to a greater understanding of what is truly important. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of white bucks like that, so that could be relevant. Might be something you look up. I can't remember where I saw it yesterday, but it's true. Confirmation. I think it was maybe this deck or something. I was looking through it, and there was someone who was like looking over at this white. Oh no, where was it? It might have been here. I can't remember. Anyway, but it's the second time in 2 days that I saw a white buck with big antlers and stuff. So that could be something relevant. But somebody's feeling like they are really kind of getting to a greater understanding of what is important, what it is that they're wanting to protect and preserve, and they could be making plans, looking at things from different perspectives in a way where they're feeling confident within what their ability is, and somebody could be opening themselves up to different possibilities, but really feeling like they have the ability and potential, or the ability to navigate the situation in a way where they can feel confident within, what they're actually capable of doing. Okay, so even though there's like right here we have all these different, genie lamps apparently, and then all these different hands. So instead of feeling like somebody is stopping themselves from what it is that they're wanting to really kind of partake within, they are getting to a position where they're truly confident with how it is that they need to handle whatever given situation. Okay. All right. We have the Emperor and the Magician. Okay. So somebody feeling like they're really ready to assert themselves, co-creating with others, and taking action. Really kind of bringing in what they're wanting to truly form in their life, and ready to really kind of move forward more intentionally in a way where they aren't feeling that it's only them that is putting effort in, but also there's different outside influences that are really and not just outside influences, but like universal understandings and guidance that somebody's feeling that they are taking action with, and feeling like it's not all on them. Okay, so it's like somebody's, even though they're confident within themselves, there's this understanding that they are, it's almost like a zipper, or lacing something up or something. It's like there's this side and then this side and this side and this side. So it's like one person could be putting this effort in, and they know that it's going to be reciprocated in a way that's forward moving and creating momentum. Okay, but yeah, so somebody could be feeling like they're confident. Look at that with both the cards I was just talking about. Came out right there. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're truly confident in their energy and ready to utilize their skills and their abilities to form and protect what it is that they are wanting to build towards, or towards their end goal or whatever. Okay, I don't know if my sentences are working right now. We got the Eight of Pentacles, so somebody's truly feeling masterful and within whatever their craft is, feeling skilled, and like they're really kind of leveling up with the work that they're doing. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and the Strength card. How cute! I'm getting chills right now, so it could be relevant, but it's like somebody's feeling like they're confidently moving forward into a new chapter with a greater sense of emotional fulfillment. They could be feeling really strengthened and courageous, knowing what their abilities truly are, and instead of holding on to the status quo of the way things have been, somebody could be really feeling like they're ready to embrace the situation in a way that they know that it is really kind of forward moving and shifting the dynamics of and inner workings of their life in general. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Moon. It's like somebody could be feeling like they're really kind of following their intuition as they lead themselves away from situations where there's a lack of fulfillment. Okay, they could be recognizing where they have anxiety, intrusive thoughts, or sleepless nights in different ways, where there's stressors that might be feeling like they're out of their control, but they could also be ready to initiate. Okay, taking more intentional action when it comes to being illuminated of certain hidden truths or facing their fears. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're really ready. And full moon is tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow. So somebody could be feeling like they've progressed in a way where they're leading towards a greater fulfillment, but like not just like fulfillment as like contentment and happiness and whatever, but like really kind of bringing what it is that they're working on like to fruition, right? Okay, so it's like there's this kind of recognition that what somebody is working on is being fulfilled, and having this kind of I guess finished quality, or a cycle could be just closing out or something like that, and somebody could be feeling like they're really being able to shift and open themselves up when it comes to what it is that they've been working towards, but also know that they're nearing completion in certain dynamics, and could be readying themselves for this. Okay, Yep, look at that page one. It's called preparation. Okay, so somebody's feeling like they are preparing themselves, readying themselves, like I said, really kind of feeling that they have the ability, the know-how, the purpose, the passion, and they could be, feeling like they're, ready to take action whenever called or whenever they know it's time to initiate. Okay, we got the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So there could be this recognition that somebody's been waiting for this for a long time. They could have been holding on to, certain boundaries or barriers for themselves until they knew, exactly what it was that they were, really wanting to embark within or partake within or embark upon and partake within. And we have with the Ace of Swords and the Sun, it's like somebody could be feeling like they have gained the truth that they needed to in order to move forward confidently and enthusiastically towards this shift and change. Okay, so all right. I feel like I'm repeating myself in some type of way, so that could be something, but I know I'm not really. There's progress. Let's see. Oh, cool. The Devil came out in reverse, so that's hopefully a good thing. Let's see. I just got a weird headache. I've been having these headaches all week, actually. It's kind of annoying. Okay. With the Tower and the Hermit, it's like there's been this major shift in awareness within, someone and, within what their life is truly consisting of. Okay, they could be feeling like they've gained a true insight that they can be, that could have been a major catalyst for them. And at this point, somebody is, really kind of looking at things in a much more healed way. Okay, got the Six of Cups. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're getting to a more innocent, excuse me, point of view and understanding. And, they could be opening themselves up to a greater sense of joy. So they could be paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and, just kind of readying themselves for a more lighthearted and kind of carefree dynamic. Okay, so there's with these pictures right here, the Hermit looking over at the Tower, it's like there's this like obvious dynamic that somebody's not able to deny, but instead of trying to deny it, they're looking much more enjoyably, I guess, at the potential. We got the World card, and let me see what the Devil says in reverse. Devil. One more. Where's it? Oh, there it is. Skip the page. Okay, there could have been some type of addiction or scapegoating. Okay, but at this point, that could be something that somebody's, had some type of realization with. But at this point, they're really kind of ready to open themselves up to a new beginning and feel, much more carefree, ready to, take those steps in order to kind of like, have this true alignment come to pass and, navigate through it more intentionally instead of it just being a concept. Okay. Oh, I got this weird headache right now. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Hopefully I'm saying it and it's gonna go away. Go away, headache. Ow. It's like, actually I've been feeling this a lot right here. It's right here and then right here. Okay, so if you got a headache in there, you better go do something because it's bugging me. Anyway, we got the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Okay, somebody's really using their discernment at this time, seeing clearly. They could have, removed themselves of, previous excuses that could have been made prior, and at this point they're looking, recognizing that they are taking action in a way that is moving forward towards their long-term goals and desires. A legacy. Okay, what it is that their life is going to be consisting of, who they're being, who they're going to be around, who they're going to be, partaking in their life with, what are they, who they're going to be taking care of, and all the different things. Okay, so some people feeling like they're really kind of shifting into a way where they're able to perceive the possibilities much more realistically. Okay, and let's see what else we got. Hush, boy. Is the cat doing something? No? Okay. I'm like on high alert with these animals right now. Okay. Alright. So somebody could be feeling like they're able to open themselves up, move freely, okay, confidently, assert themselves within a certain truth, okay? And there could be this recognition that somebody's ready to really kind of face certain emotional truths, presenting themselves in a way where they, are confident within their own strength and their ability, and they could be, contented with the partnership or team dynamics that they're opening themselves up to at this time. Okay, there could be this true sense of fulfillment that somebody's getting to, especially after looking back on times of conflict and difficulty and pain. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're really moving from this position of overwhelm, sadness, and difficulty to really being able to express themselves openly and confidently when it comes to their emotional truth. Okay, we got the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, so somebody's restricting themselves when it comes to focusing on the pain and the heartbreak of previous situations. Okay, and they could be feeling like there's certain situations that they're keeping to themselves in a different way than they would like to, but they're hold on. But they're, kind of getting to a position where they know that they can relieve themselves of the strain. Okay, we have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. So somebody could be feeling like they're really moving forward into a situation that is much more healing. Okay, they could be recognizing there's a certain truth that they're needing to express, and they're, really feeling like they're moving forward towards the life they envisioned. Okay, the home, the family, the relationships, the community, and there's, instead of feeling like this is something that is just like moving into a perpetual cycle of the same thing, it's like there could be this recognition that as somebody allows themselves to have that enjoyment and appreciation of the situation, they are really kind of propelling the situation forward. Actually, we had the Four of Wands. We have 4, 4, 4, so it's funny. 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 4 of Cups. Okay, so 4, 4, 4 could be relevant. And then we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. How cute. Okay, look at that. So somebody's knowing that they're not wanting to open themselves up to any undesired offers, and they're really wanting to come together with their true partnership. In a way where they are having a greater depth of stability. Okay, they could be moving into a position where they know that both parties are stable within their truth or within their feelings and their awareness and what it is that they're wanting to form and create, and they're not having to question motives or antics or anything like that, but they could be feeling that they're really getting into a more stabilized position. Okay, let me see clarity. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep these upright so I don't question it. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. Okay, I don't know. I took my video off from yesterday because I was like couldn't stop myself from crying and stuff, and it sucks because I was trying to, but like every time I would say a word that was reminding me of what I was actually going through in that moment, I was like, whatever. So I took it off. But if anybody saw it beforehand, I saw it. My, I don't even want to get into it, I guess, you know, but, excuse me. Okay, this is nice. So yeah, you could be concerned with, you know, people in your life, their, you know, well-being, their health, you know, all this type of stuff, and there could be certain situations that are out of your control, but that was what I was going through yesterday, and I've been able to kind of like find out what I need to and get to a more calm position and all that stuff, you know, but somebody could be like going through certain situations like that, just, you know, whatever it is, the energy could be out there in that way, but I guess I'm bringing this up right now because we have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords, so with the Two of Cups, somebody could be feeling like they've learned something that is really helping to be, you know, helping to look at things from a higher perspective and be more productive when it comes to what truth they're adhering to, okay, and somebody could be ready to really kind of close out cycles of pain and negativity and difficulty, removing themselves from certain situations, okay, and my goodness, at this point getting to a more confident position when it comes to the divine guidance that they're receiving and what it is that they're wanting to devote themselves to when it comes down to relationship dynamics. Hold on, I gotta go check on something, make sure these animals aren't doing something. Okay, hi, hello my dog, oh what are you doing, oh what are you doing, make sure you don't come out here, keep going, okay. Okay, so somebody can be moving forward away from third-party influences, okay, into, you know, unknown dynamics, but having a greater sense of peace as they embark upon this shift or change, okay. Let's see. Right, and they, you know, as they take action more intentionally, they could be feeling like they're really kind of safeguarding themselves and the environment that they're wanting to, you know, be a part of, okay. They could be feeling like they're, hold on there, I just shouldn't have started it. Peter, no. But like they could be ready to really kind of immerse themselves within a situation, feeling that they have formed the ability to navigate more confidently and, you know, have, let me see, the strength, the, let me see, I'm trying to think of, they're knowing, you know, what type of emotional expression they should be presenting themselves with, instead of feeling like they're all over the place and frazzled, like somebody's getting to a greater sense of calm and ease when it comes to what they're pouring into and what they are receiving of and what environment they are aligning with at this time, okay? We got the Knight of Cups right here. 10 of Wands with the Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands. So somebody's, you know, mobilizing, basically taking action in a way where they're, you know, feeling heart-led, okay. They're recognizing what it is that they're wanting to dedicate themselves to and taking inspired action while also staying true to themselves and opening up to a, you know, purposeful new beginning, okay. All right. We got the Two of Pentacles. They've created the balance within themselves to present some type of offer and are recognizing the reciprocal nature that they could be aligning with as they do. Okay, they're holding their vision. Look at that. And with the Star, somebody can be feeling like they're really being able to bring down their wishes, bring their wishes down to earth and have it be part of their actual, you know, physical foundation of what it is that they're building and forming at this time, okay. And the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. So as somebody is, you know, on this path, right, they could be knowing that they're really opening themselves up to a greater emotional fulfillment, but also they are aligning with their own higher self, and, you know, they're presenting themselves or expressing themselves with their highest ability, okay. Yeah, somebody's done a lot of work and they could have a certain message, an emotional message that they're wanting to share, and they could be taking action, you know, movement, travel, communication to really kind of bring this into reality, okay. So cool, that sounds pretty cool, right? Take what resonates, but it seems like it's somebody making progress in their life and really kind of recognizing how it is that they're needing to shift, what it is that they're wanting to open themselves up to in the first place. Let me just see if that other card was in here. It was kind of bug me. I thought it was maybe a bigger deck that I was seeing it from, but I don't know. The buck is a bit longer. Sorry. It's probably all the way over here. No? Okay. I think I remembered. It's not this one. This is the deck that I was looking at while I looked at the other one, though, so that's why I associated them together. But it was right here. There it is. See? Okay. somebody could be allowing themselves to shine the light, and this is what I saw yesterday together. So it's like somebody shining their light, really letting their own inner light shine, and they could be, really kind of creating new awarenesses when it comes to confusing dynamics, or where there was clouded judgment, or a level of like misunderstanding or whatever, murky truths, right? Let me see. This other one's getting my attention, but I don't want to just do all tarot. So let's see. Let's just see what I open up to. Okay. All right. So we got 8, 9, 10 right here. So we could be nearing completion of certain cycles, and oh, we got 7, 8, 9. That's interesting. So somebody could be feeling that they're recognizing that they're taking action towards completing certain cycles. They could be walking away from manipulation, deception, and anxiety-prone outlooks. Okay, getting ready to really kind of move forward in a way where they can dedicate themselves to the path that they're on, and they know that they're leading themselves towards success. Okay, what's this other one over here? Okay, so we could be having a strength within what it is that they are able to form and create, and they're looking forward more with a greater anticipation of the future dynamics that they are entering into. Okay, so there's that. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna pull from here, see what we got. Release. You have miracles coming in. There's just a need to release yourself from certain situations. Okay, there is some type of connectedness. A miracle connection. Okay. And somebody's needing to transmute. Okay. Alchemize. Yeah, somebody could be opening themselves up to what they can consider, miraculous. Okay, here we go. Let me see. I'm getting all these like kind of random reminders of things. Who knows? We got 777, 888, 9, 999, and 1010. Okay. That's funny too, because I was just saying 7, 8, 9 earlier, and then 10, right? So yeah, somebody is definitely closing out certain cycles, moving forward towards abundance, having different aspects of completion, initiating new cycles, and having a greater sense of fulfillment, joy, or luck. Okay. We have channel. Somebody could be channeling different insights. Okay, and it is helping them to move forward. You can't read my writing, so I'm gonna not even show it, but it's causing somebody to really kind of move forward within a family dynamic, following their heart. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they're taking action quickly and with a let me see, truly expansive power or strength within them. Okay, somebody could have been not taking action. They could have been in some type of waiting mode because they were feeling unbalanced or isolated. Okay, but at this point, somebody could be feeling like they're gaining the insight they need in order to do so. I'm gonna pull this Intuit Oracle next. See what we got going on in there. Oh my goodness. Just want to fly out of my hands. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have clear negativity. You're moving forward towards the destiny. Sorry about the voices, they just kind of pop out. But somebody is protected within what they feel could be some type of battle. Okay, so even though somebody's dealing with certain difficulty, they're needing to clear the outlook of negativity and really kind of recognize that they're moving into a more destined position. Okay, we have prosperity, protected. It's twice on here that says protected. So there's this recognition that somebody's no longer denying certain concerns or not even denying concerns, but allowing for certain concerns because of the fact that they are recognizing that they have a higher level of protection. Okay, somebody's moving into a new cycle with harmony and friendships. Okay, so there's this greater sense of fulfillment, joy, and ease that somebody can be navigating towards. Okay, you can be feeling like it's a true sense of justice. Okay, there's a major balance in all areas. Somebody's getting clarity, truth, and they're ready to lead. Okay, we got leadership. So somebody's ready, instead of delaying or procrastinating in certain situations, somebody's ready to take the initiative. Okay, there could have been certain levels of avoidance that somebody has been navigating through, but at this point they are making more choices and decisions regarding certain relationship dynamics. Okay, they could be feeling like there is some type of miracle, like I said earlier, that could be coming up, and there is a connection within the community that somebody could be feeling like there's, you know, there's some new awarenesses within. They're ready to embrace the rain or embrace the storm, knowing the shifts and changes that are occurring instead of feeling, you know, like I said, like they're needing to hold back. It's like somebody could be feeling like they're really wanting to initiate making more intentional choices towards this and feeling, you know, like they're ready to navigate this new dynamic. Okay. Let's see. There could be a feeling of some type of risk that somebody's involving themselves within, even though there is a lack of clarity within it, and that could be part of the risk. Oh my gosh, that could be part of the risk that they're unsure of what the risk might be, I guess. But there could also be some type of arrogant behavior that somebody is needing to kind of release themselves from instead of holding on to the outlook of risk, or that they would be, you know, kind of lowering themselves maybe or something like that. With arrogancy, it's like kind of like, you know, hot-headed and pompous or something. So somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, wanting to navigate through that. Let me just pull a couple more. Oh. So it could just be that somebody's perception could be forming the outlook of a risk, okay? And they might need to release themselves of this. Okay, that's not even letting me put anything back. Okay. I'm just sighing because I keep getting this, you know, phone calls from somebody that I blocked, and they're calling me from new numbers to try and get through and stuff. And it's just like, anyway, yeah, okay. There could be certain things that are bothering someone, like I just brought up that whole little bit right there. But instead of feeling like somebody's needing to be cautious, there's a need to recognize that it says God sees through our eyes. So instead of feeling like you're gonna be put into a situation, especially if you're going about it in a way that's positive, proactive, not trying to cause intentional harm to others and all that type of stuff, you know, like, you know, God knows the path that you're on because he's been there alongside you all the time, you know. And so instead of, you know, kind of like creating more restriction or debate or confusion, somebody could be feeling like they're needing to just kind of step forward and take action as they're guided, okay? All right, and somebody could get into a position where they're looking at things in a much more celebratory way, okay? And they could be wanting to share their thoughts and feelings as they get to this position. Oh my God, what is happening now? I've never felt this before. So I feel like somebody just got stalked in the eye. Somehow, maybe it was a wrench or something, but anyway, not feel good. What do we got? It's like, do what's best for you. Okay, you could be paying attention to, you know, what is, you know, spiritually guiding you. And you know, there could have been certain feelings of stagnation, like you need to recognize during times of growth, you know, the seed that we're going to, you know, we'll use the seed as an example. It goes under the ground and in the darkness and, you know, is sitting there in some type of like, you know, almost like a caterpillar, like waiting until it's, you know, creating something new within it, and then it's going to burst forward, you know. So somebody could be feeling like there is this boredom or stagnation that they're navigating through, but we have fruition, okay? So some, you know, certain aspects are coming into fruition. You just need to recognize the cycles or the, you know, the stages within the cycle that you're actually in, okay? We have gain, okay? So you could be really kind of, you know, leveling up and receiving what it is, you know, more than, you know, more than less, right? You could be, you know, kind of negotiating through different opinions and navigating through in different ways where it is helping with a greater sense of growth, okay? And, you know, really kind of grounding yourself and stabilizing yourself, okay? You be coming to the awareness that, you know, everything is now, and, you know, even though certain timing aspects can be predictable, as you feel the way that you feel you'd want to feel or that you would feel, you know, in the now moment, instead of, you know, waiting until something occurs, you could be, you know, really drawing that into you much more intentionally, okay? And you could be, look at that, dominating with your love, okay? You could have a situation where there's deep emotion and you're receiving certain new awarenesses. There could be, you know, new insights that are being brought to you as you open yourself up in a more loving way. Okay, we have mercy and support. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, really kind of receiving what it is that they actually truly need, and they're, you know, being treated with, you know, empathy and sympathy and concern, and they're getting to a much more supportive position. Okay, we have independent turtle. Okay, so somebody could be slowly, you know, taking action in a way that they are, you know, feeling protected and stabilized and can move independently. Okay, we have victory. It's your time to shine, and you could be feeling shiny. That's so funny. Oh wait, it's your time, and then it says shiny. Okay, I think I have something else that says your time to shine on this. Anyway, you could be a heavyweight in a certain situation. You just need to focus on. It says woman right here. Oh, look, it says independent woman. You could be needing to focus on change, focus on the home and family life that you truly want, the stability and the divine partnerships that you're wanting to have. Okay, so okay, it could be, you know, a true recognition of your ability, but there's a need to really, I guess, implement and take action within it. Okay, all right, let's see, what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Here I go, my brain is back. Let's see, we got a woman with new beginnings. Okay, so we could have been held back or feeling held back and then needing to break free. Okay, so we could have been, you know, kind of submitting to certain dynamics. Okay, but as they kind of look deeper, they're able to recognize certain hidden truths, and it could be helping for somebody to take a leap of faith. All right, yeah, somebody's seeing things clearly and they're moving forward. Okay, we got somebody's ready to extend themselves, moving forward towards what it is they're, you know, curious of. Okay, and feeling much more playful and joyful when it comes to this. We have yes and communication. Okay, so somebody could be feeling much more confident when it comes to initiating some type of conversation or, you know, expressing themselves. Okay, we have a moose right here, so somebody's really having a true kind of imposing type of energy, and not like necessarily in a bad way, but like just, you know, where you can recognize the strength in the situation. But there is, with the friendship card that was just right there, to make me feeling truly secure and contented within the connection that they are partaking within. Okay, so make me feeling like they're, you know, there's a groundbreaking development. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh my god. Oh look, that was horrible. And we got divine love. Okay, so make me feeling like there's a true divinity that they're, you know, aligning with at this time. One more shuffle. There could be a lot of people who have something to say about this situation. It says "we the people" right there. With declaration. Yeah, you know, there could be other people's opinions and viewpoints, but you could be getting to a position where you're recognizing unconditional love, okay, tenderness, an infinite love, an uncommon bond, okay. So you could be really feeling like you are recognizing the importance, or, you know, the dynamic that you have in the situation, you know, with this partnership. Other people might not be understanding right away or something, but you could be getting to a more content position with, you know, your feelings or involvement. Okay. Okay, we got a snowflake. It could be a delicate situation. Okay, so you could be feeling like they're, you know, wanting to be vulnerable and handle a situation with care. Okay, they're wanting to be precise. All right. Oh, Peter, that's enough. Yeah, there could be certain shifts and changes from one position to another, and somebody is, you know, really wanting to volunteer themselves. Hey, don't even think about it. This dog. We have 10-10 and 5-5. Okay, so somebody is creating, you know, moving forward towards new cycles and really kind of allowing for this change. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they're moving forward as an individual. Okay, they're paying attention to detail and, you know, wanting to indulge in certain situations where there is even a feeling of exclusivity. Okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're moving in a way that's not necessarily supported by everybody else, but they're also knowing that it's the right direction for them. Okay, they could have been holding themselves back for a long time, kind of being pulled in different directions, having a lot of pressure and anxiety, and they could be ready to set things in motion. It says ready, aim, fire, and they could be wanting to, you know, get more grounded within the awareness of what they have within this delicate situation. Okay, so interesting. Whoa. Somebody could have been aloof. They could have been, what's it called, like set in their ways. It says my way or the highway. Okay, so somebody could have been, you know, like really kind of, sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, Peter, chill out, man. They could have been, he's acting like he's all hot, but he could go in the other door right now. I just, it's so annoying. No, you're not jumping over right now. What am I doing right now? They could have been stuck in their ways in a way where there was a lack of compromise or indulging in other people's whining, I guess. I feel bad, but don't worry about it. He's fine, okay? But at this point, you know, somebody could be feeling like they've been planning towards, you know, what they've envisioned in a way where they are, instead of feeling like they're just kind of stuck in a way that they are unyielding or unbending, I guess, to others, they could be feeling like they're, you know, really wanting to take action, plan carefully, and we got destiny again right there. Okay, so move forward more intentionally in a way that is, you know, not compromising them, you know, their own position, but you know, taking action in a way where they know that they're not going to just like go about it in a way where they're I can't think of words right now, so it's really bugging me. But they're not going to go about it in a way where they're just kind of like, you know, throw all care to the wind or something like that. So instead of, you know, they could have been disengaged in a situation trying to maintain themselves because they didn't want to just kind of rush in, you know, with the feelings that they had. But at this point, they could be really kind of carefully planning. Okay, they could be wanting to take a risk or a gamble instead of being in a position where they had some type of regret or, you know, feeling like there are situations that they can't change. Okay, so somebody's paying attention to their intuition and seeing clearly, utilizing their discernment, paying attention to different senses. Okay, and making future plans, you know, that are aligned with their gut insight and inner truths. Okay, so somebody's wanting, they're masterminding the situation. Okay, they could be really innovative and you know, could be even like setting a trend or tone for others, but they're taking action in a way for them that is leading them towards a greater sense of emotional fulfillment within their home and their family. Okay, it says happy home, security, love, kindness, family, belonging, bliss, contentment, comfort, established, fulfilled, legacy, boundaries, affection, peace, heart's desire, and longevity. Okay, so somebody's really kind of aligning in a way where they are seeing the true potential of a situation as they take more careful steps. Okay, and 414 and 104 could be relevant. Those numbers have been, well, the numbers right here, 414, that's just what I'm seeing right now, but I've been seeing the number 104 like too many places or something. I don't know, it's like a little too often. Anyway, I don't even know what it's about. I didn't look it up yet. But some people feeling that there are new things on the horizon and they're determined to make their dreams real. Okay, it says things are working against you, but persistence pays off. So somebody could have felt, the weight of the world in certain ways, feeling that there's responsibilities, obligations, or duties that they, were being imposed upon them or something. But at this point, somebody is kind of calming their anxiety and their fear and their overwhelm. Okay. Yeah, they could be soothing themselves in a certain way. One more shuffle over here. Okay, I don't know the songs I'm singing. It's like cartoons or something. But this one flew on top of there, so I'll just leave it there. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we got within a few weeks, this situation or event has potential to develop or unfold. Okay. Reserve the first one. Somebody could be opening themselves up to a situation that is distinguished, okay, refined, it could be enduring, okay, and there could be this kind of it says from the past, okay, lifetimes. So somebody could be feeling like they're opening themselves up to a situation that is truly stable and has a long-term ability, okay. Somebody could be wanting to take action with their own self-interest, even if it is kind of in a stealthy way. Peter, don't. They could be wanting to be kind of discreet, but they're wanting to take action towards what they feel is important. And we have a C right here. Somebody's recognizing the potential for growth. Hey, that's enough. And we got small beginnings, big results, hidden possibilities, more than meets the eye. Okay. So somebody could be feeling like they're moving forward in a way where there's a greater sense of hope and nourishment. Okay. Even though somebody could be feeling like they are dealing with certain obstacles, we have a woman right here. Take it as it resonates, I guess, but it could be, there's a woman who's dealing with obstacles and they have a true sense of inner guidance, or there, is a beacon that is helping guide them through it, or there could be, somebody navigating through obstacles and someone else is helping them to, stay the course, right? Okay, so, but yeah, at this point, somebody could be feeling like they are, really kind of receiving the direction that they need in order to progress. And, okay, somebody is seeing that they are shifting from one position to another and getting to a more open awareness within what their emotions are and also how it is that they're wanting to express them, okay? We have love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion, fond, delighted, high emotional IQ, gifts, friendship, infatuated, enchanted, passion, fidelity, tender, yearning, and attached, okay? And, okay, somebody has a true sense of conviction when it comes to taking action with certain important decisions and asserting themselves. They could be wanting to get to a deeper understanding of what is truly hidden in a certain situation, and they could be strategizing in order to move forward in a more grounded and rooted way, while also feeling confident within their own independent action that they're taking. Okay, so somebody is strategizing, planning, okay, thinking ahead, and they're believing in their power, they're trusting in their inner knowing and their instincts, and really kind of moving forward towards their legacy. Okay. All right, and they could be connecting with source as well. So somebody could be feeling like they're really moving in a way that they can feel truly confident, and they're no longer denying what it is that they feel that they are needing to take action within. Okay. Right, yeah. Yeah, so somebody's going in a new direction. They could be misleading others. There could be certain diversion tactics, but at this point, somebody is really taking steps to progress forward directly. Okay, so they could be, misleading others, but taking intentional action. Excuse me. And we got 3, 6, 18, which is kind of funny because 3 and 6 equals 18, or 3 times 6. So there could be these different moving parts, but somebody is still recognizing how everything is fitting together. Okay, and somebody's ready to challenge the status quo. Okay, they're taking action with a pride and, I guess, regality, right? They have a clear vision and perspective, a new hope within an opportunity, and they could be seeing how different past, present, and future dynamics have been really kind of aligning into this position. Somebody is ready to heal, repair, okay, make certain adjustments and restore or upgrade a situation, okay? They could be recognizing that there are certain cycles that are being completed, and they are making the adjustments. Both these cards say making adjustments, so somebody is definitely shifting what they need to in order to open themselves up to this new life and beginning, all right? Okay, let's see, what we got? So the coin toss right here, certain obstacles, but somebody could be feeling that they're navigating through, a gamble type of situation. They could be recognizing the challenges, but also seeing where they're feeling stuck. Okay, they could be wanting to hold true to the focus that they have, what it is that they're really wanting to take action with, and they could be also recognizing different aspects of divine intervention. We got perfect timing, serendipity, promises kept, as above, so below. Okay, so as somebody stays true and maintains their focus and their aim on what it is that they're wanting to embark upon, they could be really recognizing the signs that are in alignment with that. Okay, we have inner guidance right there with the North Star. Okay, so somebody can be feeling like they are on their true path with a greater sense of clarity, hope, and certainty. Okay, joy, positivity, happiness, unwavering faith. How cute. Okay, cute. And then there is a major force that could be sudden shifts and changes. But at this point, somebody could be feeling like they're confident within their ability. We've got a crack shot right here. Okay, so somebody is an expert when it comes to what it is that they're wanting to partake within, and they could be really alchemizing, getting to a position of greater sense of confidence within the action that they're taking. Okay, somebody's fearless, assertive, passionate. They have fighting spirit. Okay, they're persevering. They're chivalrous with honor, determined, obeying orders. Brave, daring, strong, a champion of the cause, confident, heroic messenger. Okay, so somebody is moving forward towards a vibrant and abundant life, and we got suddenly again and perfect timing. So there could be different aspects of unexpected situations, but somebody could be feeling like they're really liberating themselves and getting to an unstoppable position with what it is they're culminating at this time. Right, so likely. So somebody, like, even with this one, it's like the path is straight, you know, somebody's following this without deviating. This, at this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur, okay? So you could have a happy confidence, opening yourself up to a much more lucky perspective or point of view, okay? So there is that. I think that's it. I don't see anything else that's popping out here right now. Yeah, I just saw one. Fine, let's see. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just one little bit more. Somebody's a boss, okay. A leader. So somebody could be getting to a more confident position with what they're opening themselves up to. We got elder, okay, so somebody could be feeling like they're embarking on a situation with a greater sense of wisdom and experience. Okay, they could be recognizing deception or disguise and falsities, and they're ready to take a leap of faith, navigating more intentionally for themselves and others. Okay, and we got a knight again. Okay, so somebody's ready to really kind of take action in a way where they are, it says, keeper of honor and loyalty. Okay, so they can really feeling like they're, the action that they're taking is truly important, not only for themselves but for others that are involved. Okay, in like a long-term way. We got the fool. Okay, so somebody's ready to initiate and take those steps. Okay, they could be feeling like there's some type of impulsivity, but they could be looking at things from a more lighthearted perspective. We got a weaver of grace. Okay, so somebody's creating, as they move forward, they're creating harmony, a new rhythm, and taking action with passion. I just got a major itch in my throat. Excuse me. So there could have been some type of avoidance, but it left somebody feeling overwhelmed and kind of like they couldn't get out from underneath it. And at this point, somebody's wanting to move forward with a greater sense of authority for themselves. Okay, they're wanting to take sovereign action. And get out from the outlook or feeling of, madness or chaos. Okay, so somebody could be feeling that there's a fine line at this time with, how they could be feeling, but they're wanting to assert themselves more intentionally in a positive way. Okay, we got a genius. We got a genius over here. Let's see. Anyway, we got a genius. But yeah, so somebody, instead of feeling like we got the fool again right there. Instead of feeling that they are being rash, they could be moving and aligning with a new understanding. They could be seeing things in a much more elevated way. They could be learning certain dynamics in a covert way, but it's also helping for them to get into a more confident position with the insight that they have, the truth that they're carrying, and the action that they're taking. Oops. Yeah, somebody is cultivating something new. Okay, and they could be really wanting to steward something new into a situation, resolve certain dynamics, and they could be having access to let me see, certain memories or dynamics that are really helping this person to feel that much more motivated. Okay, all right, we got diviner right there. Okay, we got cosmic connection, insight, and navigator of destiny. How cute. So yeah, somebody's ready to be taking that leadership position. They have the foresight and the insight that they need, and they could be feeling like they're, forging their way instead of feeling like the chaos is kind of, or chaotic elements is kind of taking over the situation. It's like somebody could be feeling that they're really having the ability within themselves to shape and temper and create this much more intentionally. Okay, right, we got a shaman right there. So somebody could be feeling that they're also leading others in a spiritual way, okay, and creating a greater connectedness within nature and within their environment in general. All right, okay, let's just see what these are right here. So I'll let me go. Somebody could be learning a lot from the divine guidance that they're receiving. Okay, they could be recognizing different hypocritical dynamics, and they could be wanting to create a greater sense of justice. Okay, they could be feeling that they're wanting to aid others and open themselves up to new people in their life. Okay, they could be feeling that they are an architect of solutions, a problem solver with complex systems, and they could be really creating something new altogether. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay, all right. Hopefully that was helpful, and that's it for now. Okay, all right. Have a good one. Yeah, take what resonates, but overall it seems like somebody's really kind of stepping up within their own strength and power, recognizing their own power, asserting themselves in a way that it is, they're recognizing the relevance. All right. And actually, I was going to I wasn't going to do a reading. I was just going to do this like statement thing or something. But somebody could be feeling like they're unleashing themselves, liberating, and moving forward, originating something, creating something new. Okay. I had this awareness yesterday that like the recycle, reduce, reuse that we all learned about in school. Like I remember when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade, they were I think it might have even been kindergarten or something, but anyway, so they were really like drilling it in your head about recycle, reduce, reuse. We went to a recycling plant, all this other different stuff, and they're like, do it, and you're like, oh, that's nice. But then when you think about it, as far as like mottos or mantras or these types of I can't think of a word right now, phrases and terms. Instead of recycle, reduce, reuse, like if you think about it with us like having that be in the back of our head as like a normal thing, energetically, you're allowing yourself to align with that concept in a way that's not just about recycling trash, but like energy. So I was realizing I was like, that's like one way to keep everybody stuck in a certain position instead of trying to progress, because they see, recycle, reuse, reuse, like it's a good thing, right? But when you think about it as far as like energetically and what is actually being, processed within your, mental awareness or whatever, it's really something that is keeping everybody in control, right? So unleash, liberate, originate could be a new way of looking at how it is that you're wanting to engage in certain cycles or, shift out of certain cycles. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go, excuse me. Hopefully that helps in some type of way. I think I'm gonna go a little deeper into it, so it doesn't sound like me being crazy, but anyway, talk to you later. Bye.